Let's take a look around the start page. Upper right corner, you see my name with my picture. You can add a picture to it. You can sign out. You can switch account. So this is what we're familiar with if someone else needs to log into your computer. And it's now asking me for my password to get back in. Power options, I can put it to sleep, shut down, restart. Probably shut down and restart are the only ones you'll really want to work with there. And here's a really handy feature, looks like a magnifying glass, called search. Now, interestingly, you can get to the search feature in several different ways. One is when you're on the start page, just start typing. And so you'll notice that I quickly can access Word, an application that I have on here. If you scroll on down, you'll notice that it's now going to use the Bing search engine to go out to the web if that wasn't what you were looking for. I can also access that search feature by pressing the Windows button on the keyboard between the Function and Alt with S. So the Windows with S will take me to that same search feature. You'll notice an arrow on the bottom of the start page. That sometimes might not be there, and if it isn't there, you can simply move your mouse around and it should appear. When you push that, you'll notice that it brings up a different screen, and that screen is showing you all the programs that are available on the computer. Now, Windows 8 is designed to work with touch screens. That's not how we're going to be using it, so we're going to try to navigate that with a mouse. You'll notice it scrolls from left to right, not up to down. And so here are all of the apps that I have on here. Now, one that I use frequently is OneNote. So here it is on my list of apps. I've scrolled over to find OneNote. I'm going to right-click on it and notice the options I have. I can pin it to my start screen. So the start page that I was looking at, I can find it there. But I really like to have it on my desktop, and so you'll see that I've already pinned it to my taskbar. Taskbar is taking that and putting it on the desktop. Let me point out something else interesting about this Windows start screen is OneNote is also right here. Notice this is just a list of apps. We have them separated alphabetically. This OneNote does not open to the same program as this OneNote. And that's the difference between the apps that we have on Windows 8 and the applications, the programs that you have on the computer itself. So from this screen, let's take a look at how to get back. You notice the arrow now points up, so I can go back to the start page. Or I could simply move my mouse down to the lower left-hand corner and there pops up the Windows screen. So I can go back to the start page and from here go to the desktop. Or if I bring up that window in the lower left-hand corner, go back to the desktop. So that's always there. Even if you can't always see it, you can just move your mouse to the lower left-hand corner. Speaking of corners, different places on the screen where you move your mouse can bring up different menus. So I'm going to go to the upper left, and you'll see that what shows up there is the last screen I was on. So I've been moving back and forth between my desktop and, hold it over the right place. I've been moving back and forth between my desktop and the start page, and so those programs show up. If I move my mouse to the left and then down, you'll see that a different looking bar pops up, and so this would actually show all of the different things that I have open at one time. Right now I just have my desktop open, but here's that start menu again to take you back and forth between the start page and the desktop. If I hold my mouse on the upper right corner, you'll see I have some choices that pop up. Do you recognize the search feature? There's the magnifying glass again. And if I have my mouse in the upper right hand corner and then swipe down, it explains what those buttons are that you're seeing. There's search, share, once more, another way to get back to the toggling between the start menu and the desktop. You can have this with different devices. And here's a useful feature is to go to these settings. So from time to time you may have to get into the control panel to change things. And this is one of the ways that you can do that by pushing on the settings. The other way is the Windows S button, and I start typing control panel. And so this is a really quick way to find anything on your computer, even faster really than the Windows button we were used to in the lower left-hand corner.